I am now in a place of darkness, where no light is. I know that I was once the son of light, and now I am in darkness. So I humbly beg of you that you be good and kind, and take pity on us, and send us one servant of Christ to instruct us.
If the foremost Christian, as written by Andrew Walls, Samuel Crowder, the foremost African Christian, who owe it to God, their mission and their success. The driving force to me of the success of Christianity in Nigeria or in West Africa was that it took the grace of God to make the exercise of the experiment a success.
Christianity is one of the two dominant religions in Nigeria. With over 48% of our population, some 76 million people professing the religion, Nigeria is arguably one of the countries with the largest population of Christians in the world. Christianity arrived to Nigeria in the 15th century, but it was the Second Coming in the 19th century that took root and established the Christian faith, leading to phenomenal growth and development across the land. Reverend Thomas Beck Freeman, Reverend Henry Townsend, Mary Slessor, Reverend Samuel Ajayi Crowther, the Holy Ghost Fathers of the Catholic Mission, and several others were the heroes of this second attempt. Their sacrifice and commitment will eventually birth another generation of African Christians who eventually indigenized the faith. Most of the heroes of independence from colonial rule were Christians whose influence across the political, economic, and social spheres in the Nigerian nation remain indelible till today. Christianity had also impacted every area of human endeavor and helped to envision and chart a greater future for the country. This is the story of the enduring legacy of the advent of Christianity in Nigeria, a glorious intervention that changed our lives forever.
The beginnings was inspired by the vision and sacrifice of the returnees and the early Christian missionaries who sowed the seed of Christianity in Nigeria. It takes you back in time in appreciation of the heroic deeds of these great men and women who not only brought the faith by which many are liberated today, but also confronted the heinous practice of slave trade and facilitated its abolition. Based on the advent of Christianity in Nigeria, it chronicles major historic events representing the vision, sacrifice, and hope of its heroes for the present and future generations of Christians in Nigeria and across Africa.
It just opened my eyes to the history of the church in Nigeria in a way that I had never even thought about. One of the things you read in the Bible, how they came to life even in the early church in Nigeria, and how as a church now, if we're not careful, we can sway so far away from where we started if we're not intentional and we don't maintain, our dependence on God.
From the throes and woes of slave trade to the dark history of infant mortality, diseases, and witchcraft, Christianity proved to be a blessing across the land. Today, millions profess the religion, no longer afraid to worship or associate with one another. The legacies of the early converts in Sierra Leone and the missionaries continue to this day. In 165 years, the missionaries accomplished what could not be accomplished for 400 years and surpassed the expectations of the world. Even as the journey continues, it is worthy of note to celebrate the faith by which many have been liberated, the faith by which many more have contributed to the betterment of our world and the dignity of humanity.
My name is Pastor Jide Lawure, RCCG Agape House of Worship in Roselle, New Jersey. I have watched the beginning, the advent of Christianity in Nigeria. It's a very unique and very wonderful work. I am very proud of it as a Nigerian and as a Christian, to have a documentary that captures how it all began, how Christianity came to Nigeria. It is actually the first of its kind in Nigeria. I am also very proud of the quality of the work. It is informative, it is interesting, and it is very inspiring. And I think every Nigerian ought to be very proud of it. I want to encourage you to support it. I want to encourage you to get a copy for yourself, get a copy for your friends, get copies for your family. I want you to visit the website
www.thebeginningsng.com.
I promise you'll be inspired, you'll be encouraged, and you'll be challenged. You will never look at Christianity the same again when it comes to Africa and Nigeria. You can also get it from Amazon.com. Thank you, and God bless.